We are now live.
Okay.
Welcome everyone. Today we are live with our special guest, the DV Lottery Winner. So we are going to have like 2 or 3 sessions. Number 1 will be asking her questions and also to give her opportunity to ask me questions as the DV Lottery Winner. And then we'll go to the next part, which will be to answer people's questions who have any question with regard to overall the DV lottery in general. Welcome, Edwina.
Thank you, Mr. IBM. Thank you so much.
Okay, so let me start with the first question. Is this DV2022? What was it the first time you applied? When? How many times have you applied for the DV lottery?
Twice. That's my second time.
The second time. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
There is one guy. This was the 14th year, and he won this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's very, very impressive. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
When you went to check for the results, what was going in your mind before you know that you have won? And what happened when you find out that you have won the DV lottery?
For the better part of the day, I was trying, checking, and the URL was not working. I'm like, okay, it's the same as last year, so let me don't worry myself.
Yeah.
I woke up at, I think around the same time, and it's okay, let me just check.
Yeah.
I checked. What I was looking for was the address on the right hand, because I had checked previous, letters. I was looking for the address at the right hand, and I saw the address. I'm like, okay, I have won this thing. I was shocked. I told my husband.
Wow.
Yes. I had no faith in this thing called DV. I had no faith in it. I said, oh, this thing is just a scam. I had no faith in it.
And okay, when you saw, what area did you go direct to look on the case number, or just after winning you closed the computer, jumping? What the first thing you did? Like
the funny thing is that I did check on my phone. It was on my phone that I found out that I won. As soon as I saw the address, I just closed everything, went to my husband's street. I said, oh, I won. The address was the important part of it. The address.
Congratulations for winning. For people want to know, which country are you from?
Siera Leone.
Siera Leone. And without specifying exactly your case number, what is the range of your case number? Is 1,000, 10,000, 4,000, 50,000? What is the case number range?
1 to 5,000.
Okay, that is very good. Small, we call it small case number, which means before Christmas you'll be celebrating with your visa on hand.
Amen.
Yeah. And which state are you planning to go to stay once you come to America?
Dallas.
Dallas, Texas. And do you envision what will you be doing like once you come here? Like in terms of job-wise, like because I believe you have already done a little bit of research. Like what do you plan? Just like what would be ideal? Yes, the reality will be different, but what is your ideal so far? The plan? What is going on in your mind? Like,
well, I'm a business person. Since I finished my university, my husband said, do business, and I think I'll still look in the area of business. If education comes up, no problem, but I'll still look in the area of business.
Yeah, the good thing here, there are also others opportunities even for doing business. You can start right away with Amazon, eBay, all those kind of things will be able to work. And there are so many advantages of being a business person, though it is to start, but still there are so many opportunities even to deduct with your taxing and all other kind of things. Yeah, so I'm looking for.
If I get a good job, something more suiting, I can work and do the business at the other hand.
Yeah, you can do on the side, like, okay, especially like online, sometimes you can find a way on how You can collect your merchandise, what time you need to start selling them, what time you need to rest, all those kind of things.
Yes.
Okay. What are the questions you have for me? Because I know you have watched a lot of videos already, but this is the first time we are talking.
First time. Very lucky.
Yeah. So what questions do you have? Starting with the green card lottery questions, American life questions, personal questions to me, or any questions you have the opportunity to ask me.
Okay. Because, you know, the DS-260 form is a very complex form. Very complex. And any mistake made on that form will cost you the visa, denial of the visa. And, you know, that's why I've been trying to get in touch with you, because you have a whole lot of ideas. I've watched many of your videos, countless. I cannot even count. And what my questions are, you know, in terms of the educational background, I didn't know that you should put, like, you know, from the higher you go lower. I already thought that from the degree you can just stop at the high school. But now I know that you should go lower.
Like, going down. Yeah.
Yes.
The most recently, the highest level.
Yes.
Down.
To the lowest. Yes. So that's a good thing, because I think most people don't know that. You know, because we're all focusing on the high school.
Yes, the high school is there is one person is on college right now, and when he applied, said, "Oh, I'm having high school education," because we are talking about minimum high school, but you are having a degree almost about to finish. You are not high school. You're just a college student. Yeah, so those are the few things people usually assume that, okay, even if I have master's degree, then the high school, let me put in high school. No, put it the highest you have, then you go down. But if you are high school, yes, you put your high school, that is your highest level. There is no problem with that.
Okay, another question. What about the beneficiary? Will the beneficiary still add his own educational background from the highest to the low? Okay. No.
So though it is better if any documents they have, they can come with that document. But the reason to be given the visa or not to be given the visa is strictly on the main applicant.
Okay.
The main applicant is the determining factor. So if you are given the visa by default, the derivative, the husband, is going to get it. So the education and work experience of, let's say, I'm giving an example. Let's say the winner didn't go to high school. The winner doesn't have 2 years of experience, but the spouse is having PhD. The child is having a degree. Those don't count because they are not winners.
Okay.
So the main person is that one. Yes, but if they have a degree, it will be helping them for consular to see, oh, this family will be easier to adjust in American life because the wife is having this degree, the husband has this kind of work experience or business, or these people they'll be able to do. So you make it easier for them, but they are solely looking for the main winner, first of all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the beneficiary can just add whatever he has, like the master's and the degree. Yeah. That's okay.
But they have to come with a certificate also. You're not just adding they will come with them, they will see the certificate. Because I say that way because one of the person, Carla, I've interviewed many times, they had both a certificate, they look both like for the husband and the wife.
Okay.
Yeah, but the determining was the main applicant.
Okay. Yes, that's another one. And so if you have the high school certificate, the college degree, and you have the college degree, must you have a 2 years work experience or more? Must you?
No, you can have 0 work experience if you have a degree because you're above high school. If you have high school, basically you are not allowed to have 2 years of work experience, but you're at the edge. Yes, they say the minimum is high school education. So to have 2 years of experience is better, but they will not deny you the visa just because you don't have 2 years of work experience, because you have met one of the many requirements of education. So there'll be no problem at all with that.
Okay. And what again? Affidavit of support. Is it a must?
By law, no, it's not allowed. It's not required. Sometimes few consulars, they can prefer, they use, oh, can you bring this one? But on the documents, if you go to the US Embassy website of your country, if you look at the documents which are required, there is no requirement of the affidavit of support. And if to add on that, I made a video about affidavit of support versus public charge. This is how it is. Any form with the word I is not the form to be taken to the US Embassy. Because that form is for the Department is Homeland Security while you are here, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. The form with the word DS is Department of State. Department of State is responsible for the embassies and the consulate around the world. So that's why they introduced the public charge form for people to apply or to use at the embassy. But now both forms, they are no longer allowed. So but so, not be, if you don't go with it, they're not going to deny the visa. If the consular wants it, they will tell you, we give you 2 weeks going to bring this document.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're not denying the visa.
Okay, but can an affidavit of support contain 2 people's name, right?
By how it is, like the affidavit of support, I'm giving example for the sponsorship green card. It's supposed to be is going to sponsor, yes, the family, like so and so are coming to my house. I'm going to be in charge, yes.
Okay.
Because it's going to determine the income of the person and the possibility of this person to be able to sponsor both of you, and they are looking about the income of the person.
Okay. You are a very busy man. Very difficult to get on the phone. I've been trying, like, for, I think, like 3 days. I sent a whole lot of messages. I don't know how you can make it easier, because I know I'm not the only one that is looking out for you. So many people are looking out for you. So many. I was even thinking that, okay, you have a consultancy, that, okay, this is your fee. I even wanted to pen it down the last time. Okay, if you have a fee, please just let me know, so we can negotiate. And then
it's just like that's I usually tell people, if you are a YouTuber in Africa, you have advantage. You can have a lot of resources. In America, is more lonely life. So right now, this is the room where I do everything. Apart from that, the kids are sleeping now. That's usually I operate during the night. It's very, very strange. When you come, you'll see it's more indoor, individual life. So everything I do myself. So I have to put my lights, I have to do everything on my own. So yeah. So for instance, I had 3,000 emails. I had over 2,000 messages on Instagram. And obviously, then I have Telegram. Apart from the group, I have individual messages from Telegram. So it reached the point I said, I'm not touching any message, because I was not sleeping. So like for 3-4 days, I didn't touch anything. Just let me rest. So when I get time, I say, okay, let me reduce all the messages maybe on the Telegram, or I have to go to respond to the emails. But the emails is difficult because I have to type. But on the Telegram, I can make it an audio, or on the Instagram, I can make it the audio. I can answer quicker that way. So when I was coming to your messages, I started with the people who are already friends. So I had almost over 100. So I finish them, then I come. Sometimes when we send the message, it comes like, do you accept this person first? So then I start all when I'm going through that way again. So
you are a great help, because most people don't understand. Most people don't know. What you told me now, I didn't know. Like, start from the degree, come down. I didn't know. Like, I just wanted to stop at the high school level, not bringing it down. So that's a good one. I think some people will also learn from this one.
Yes. Okay. Do you have other questions about American life in general?
Well, I don't have any particular question about the American life, because I've never been there. I don't know what I'm even expecting. I don't
Remember, before I came here, I was even, if it's possible, you can go in there, like, if you eat something and you have to throw up, can you throw up on the street? Like, there are questions. I mean, before I was having, I don't know, they're a stupid question, but now you have advantage. You have so many social media, you can be able to see a lot of things compared to back in the day, like, unless others you see on the TV.
I tell you, because one thing I know about the American people is like they're strict with their laws, and it's a law-abiding place. So you just have to abide by the rules. And if I fall short, if I fall short, like if there's something I want to ask, I think I'll reach out to you and some other people. Like, is this okay? Is this okay? Is this okay? So,
Does the Sierra Leone has the dual citizenship? Is there a law? Are you allowed
yes,
to? Okay, so that
yes,
is.
you can have dual citizenship. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tanzania, my country, you don't. You choose either becoming Tanzanian or not. Once you become a citizen of another country, game over.
So now you're an American citizen.
Yeah, so I'm going to Tanzania and I go with the visa, which is
My husband has been to Tanzania. He has been to Tanzania. Yeah.
So he knows a little bit of Swahili.
I don't know if he talks Swahili, but he has been to Tanzania.
Oh, obviously he will know a few Swahili words.
Yes, I did Swahili in school because I'm a linguist.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Swahili, like the counting thing. That thing was difficult. But when you reach to the 20-something, like you just continue. Like,
yeah.
Yes.
But if you know Spanish, there are few Spanish because we have Portuguese language in Swahili. So if you know Spanish or Portuguese, there are a few things which are related. Arabic, we have Arabic inside there.
Okay.
So
my husband has even been to the US. He has been there.
Was he also in Texas?
And no, he went to Washington.
Oh, okay.
He did a program. Yes, he did a program there.
I've been visiting there. I've been there twice, I think. I mean, yeah. No. I've been, okay, with Virginia, whatever. I've been like more than 5 times. Like, yeah. It's so busy and expensive too. But the time.
Yeah. I know. But please be giving out more information. Anything that comes up, be giving us the information, because we really need information about this thing.
Yeah, it's okay. So there are some people comments, they put the comments, and if they have a question, we're going to see from today. Okay, he's asking for the link. I think it's the link for the results. I don't know or which link. He's watching from Dubai. I'm also the DV Lottery winner. Oh, so we see you have a lot of winners around. Okay. Ranjbai say, hi sir, I'm from Afghanistan. I'm one of the winners in DV2022. I completed the DS260 and my all documents are perfect. I just aware do I select or not interview? Give me some. So if you have already completed everything and you have submitted, you just wait until they send you the email for asking for the documents. And that will depend on your case number and when you submitted the documents. Someone says congratulations for you as being one of the winners.
Thank you.
Okay, Abubakar say I'm one of the winners who we applied to the family. When I applied, I was under the age of 21, but now I'm over 21. So will my visa be obtained? Yes. So this is a very good question someone is asking. So let's say you applied for the visa, and while you apply, let's say parents, they put you 20 years old and married, and they win. But until the results come out, you're already at the age of 21. You are allowed to continue the process even if you are 21 to come here, because the day of application you are under the age of 18. But if you get married, game over. So don't get married. Because you are coming as a child. You are not the principal winner.
Yeah, they're coming as a child, yes.
Yeah. So Shiko Hope says, congratulations, Edwina. Welcome to America. Shiko Hope has a very good YouTube channel. I believe we have interviewed her one time. So she has a very good, and she's in Texas too. So that's very good. But she's in Houston. Shiko, if you're still alive, let me know. I think you were in Houston and she's going to be in Dallas. So that will be something, another African meeting with the same DV Lottery lifestyle. Okay, that I've already answered. That one is the same question. Okay. Wow. So Tiffany says the first time we apply for the DV Lottery and he's the winner.
Yeah, lucky guy.
I remember I know one person. I know through because the brother of that lady was part of my groomsmen in my wedding. So I went to visit to their family. Oh, and so you haven't applied the Greek lottery? I did not know it is a lottery. I took a picture. I applied. The first time the person won the lottery.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Can you send a link? I have questions. You can just put the questions on the comment and then I'll go to answer. God bless you, sister.
Amen. Amen.
When will you have question and a session with the audience? I will do. I was about to say tomorrow, but already for me it is 2 a.m. now. Usual I do on my noon, my lunch time, around that time. So I don't know what time will it be, but to make it easier, if you tell me the country you are, but I will be able to see. Okay, let me count now. Okay, so almost 10 hours from now, I'll be live doing question and answers. Yes, you have.
Yes.
Okay.
The issue of the.
Okay, go ahead.
The issue of the medical. Any advice?
Okay, so on the medical, there is, if the adult is a little bit more expensive because you have to pay about 450, around 400, 500 depending. So basically that one will be like 800 to 1,000. Nothing major, basically. They are not going to look for, they are going to test disease. They are not going to do that. Mainly of the purpose of that is to look most about the vaccinations. And the biggest part is tuberculosis. Do you have tuberculosis? But in Africa, majority of us, we have tuberculosis vaccine. So usually they put a small test here, and after 2 days, whatever, 2 days, whatever, you come there. If it is, there is a bump, that means you are okay, you are not okay. If it's clean, you are not okay. But because you have vaccine, there is reaction. So usually that's what they do. They do X-ray for tuberculosis because most of Africans we have that. You look like you have tuberculosis, but you don't have. So they do X-ray. That's why it becomes a little bit more expensive because of that. And if you don't have tuberculosis, there is no any medical condition will stop you from coming to America. But if you have tuberculosis, they will tell you you have to go and get it treated first before coming here. So there is nothing, yeah. And so there is nothing major to worry about on that.
Okay, and they will administer a few vaccines?
So usual, there are a few vaccines they might give you, but there are certain vaccines they don't give you because you might not have the evidence, because some of the vaccine you are given in your country while you were a baby, 1 week old. So they not give that vaccine today. It doesn't work because it's for someone who is 1 week old. So by default, they know even if you don't have the evidence, if you have the birth certificate, you were born in the hospital, obviously you had that vaccine. So the doctor will mark that you had the certain vaccine because it's for infant, and you are infant in your country, and all infants have to undergo those vaccination. So there are certain vaccination you might be given now, yes, but most will be normal vaccine.
Okay. Yeah. For the audience and for people,
don't worry about that.
Okay, for the audience and for people, maybe there's someone who wants to know, if you have like HIV, you have, you can go.
First of all, they don't test HIV.
Okay.
don't test HIV.
Okay.
And even if you have, that is not the reason to be denied.
Okay.
In the US, it's a very funny thing. They have no problem with that. But if you, for instance, I test myself, I know I have HIV, and I go to have a relationship with another person. If I don't tell that person I have HIV, that is a very serious crime.
Okay.
So they have no problem for you to have HIV or don't have well, any disease you can have, but not like, because why tuberculosis is a big deal, as I'm talking about, because in US they have eliminated tuberculosis.
Oh,
so there
okay.
is no vaccine for tuberculosis, so they cannot take a risk someone with TB to come here and just start spreading tuberculosis around to everyone who is not vaccinated. So there is no vaccine for tuberculosis in America.
Do you have any idea about the COVID vaccine? Because in our country there's age limit, like only 40 years and above.
So first of all, in the visa, there is no requirement for the COVID vaccine. But for flying to come to America, you have to have negative test. Just the COVID, negative, you are not having COVID. Once you come here in America, you can go and get the vaccine. Do you know how much it costs to get a vaccine if you don't have insurance?
How much?
$2.50.
$2.
So the insurance covers it $2.50. So insurance paid you a vaccine. How much? Oh, $2.50. Really? Because it's mostly covered by the government.
Okay.
You have insurance, you don't have insurance, you'll be able to get your vaccine.
Like here, 40 years and above is free, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so here they started with it started with the people with 60 years old, whatever called senior citizen, people with medical conditions, medical professionals, whatever. And then it came to the homeless and the people in the prison, whatever. And now it is public in general everywhere.
Okay. It's been good, amazing talking to you. It's been a relief, and I feel so happy because talking with a professional, it takes you through the process. And I know this will not be our last conversation. I'll be sliding into the DM, I'll be sliding in and asking you one or two questions.
Your husband is there. We have to greet him, to welcome him to America.
Okay. I'll put something in. We can say one greet you. My husband is a well-educated man, more than myself.
He might have more questions for me, maybe. So
yes. He will have more questions. So basically, what I want to ask again before it's coming out, the area of the work experience. Okay, that's what I want to ask. Is it under the primary occupation you attach the work experience?
Everything you are going to put, So primary occupation, for instance, for me, I'm director for one non-profit organization for Africa division. So that's my primary occupation. YouTube is another occupation. So it can be paid or unpaid. Writing books is another occupation.
Okay.
If I'm volunteering for free is another occupation. But primary,
Okay, so if the person is a business person, you can just put business, like that's the primary occupation, business.
Yeah.
And when it comes to employment dates, if you have a work experience, you can just slide it in.
Yes. You can keep adding. Yeah. There is no that just but usually they say 2 years of work experience in the past 5 years. So even if you put in work experience for 50 years, they are looking in the previous 5 years if you have at least 2 years.
Okay, now my husband is here. Let me give him the seat. Bye-bye.
Hello, good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Congratulations, first of all, for you and your family.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We give God the glory.
Usually I tell people the probability of winning green card and the probability of being stricken by the thunder, it is easier to be stricken by the thunder than winning a green card lottery. It's a very lucky thing. But you have to go around. You cannot stop.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So yeah, she told me that the number is not exceeding 5,000. So I said that one by November or the first 2 weeks of December we'll be having interview and enjoy the Christmas.
Indeed. I look very much, forward to the interview myself and to being in America. I've been in America before. I was there, pursuing a short course. I came back even before the end of my visa expired. So
That
I
was
have, yes. Indeed.
I usually tell people, no matter what happens, if you have your visa and you go back, you are going to be a very trusted person by the US government. If you want to visit again, you win something, there is no any problem at all.
Yes, indeed. And
Yeah.
like I said to my wife, I said, winning the DV is a blessing, and the only thing that can prevent one from, realizing that dream after winning is when the documentation is not put correctly. And
Yes.
that is what we're actually trying to do, and to ensure that
And
there
the
is
other good
nothing.
thing to add on that, most of the time, the DV lottery, they don't, even if you go to the interview, unless otherwise you don't have complete work experience or you don't have education required of high school. But usually they don't completely deny you. They tell you, go and bring this documentation. If you, unless either you fail to bring that, like let's say you go there, you didn't have the certificate. They will tell you, go and bring this certificate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Another advantage of the green card lottery, that means from day one you arrive in America, you are allowed to start working. So you just apply for Social Security. Within 7 to 10 business days, you can start working. Compared to students or visitor, you're not allowed to work. Student 20 hours per week. But this one, you have that freedom of just figuring out and doing whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, that is actually the excitement for me. Going to the US directly and start working is one of my greatest excitement, because you imagine going to a strange country, having to sit down for sometimes months and years and not having anything to do. It's quite frustrating, but I think the opportunity to go there and start working immediately, it's one of the things I really appreciate.
Yeah, that's usually I say green card is just from day one, you are on the takeoff stage.
Yeah.
But if you come as a tourist, you feel like you're on the negative line until you come to take off. Takes time. But this one, from day one,
you're
just in the takeoff stage. So once you come here, yes, you have to get a basic general job first of all, and then start applying professional job you want.
Yeah.
That will be, yeah.
Yes. So, sorry.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, I was just going to ask a question about, once you get to the US, what would you like to do? I have been in the public sector for quite some time now, and I think working in the public sector, like working for government in the US, could be one of my areas of interest. So, would that be a useful area of concentration if one decides to, work for the government of the United States?
Yeah, that is a very good question, and my bad handwriting, so don't worry about but if you look on the top, number one is written federal jobs. These are the list of the videos I'm planning to do on this week. And the number one video is the federal jobs. How do you get a federal job? This is a very good one. And I usually tell immigrants, find a way to get federal jobs. It is easier to get federal jobs which have good pay compared to the civilian or private companies. Why? First of all, obviously, you need to become a US citizen. That's number one. But Before you become a US citizen, while you're a green card holder, you can apply on the state level. Most of the jobs at the state, because there is a federal government and there is a state. Most of the jobs at the state don't require US citizenship. You can be a green card holder, and there are so many positions there you can work. So you can start with the state. That's number one. And then once you become a US citizen, and you can become a US citizen after 5 years. After becoming a US citizen, you can apply federal jobs. So federal jobs is very easy like this way. If you have bachelor degree, even if you don't have work experience of 1 day, you are starting is between GS5 to GS7. GS7 is about, let's say, up to $45,000 US per 45,000 per year. Let's say divided by 12. So you are starting around this amount of money per month, 3,750, which is a very good money for starting. If you have master's degree, you are starting as GS9. By GS9, you are starting around 55 to 65,000. So let's start. We start with 60,000 per year, divided by 12. So that is you are making per month, and you have masters. Even you don't have work experience, you apply. You meet qualifications. If they say they need someone GS9, so if you have minimum bachelor degree, master's degree, you get the job. With work experience, then within each grade, there are certain scales. So within GS9, for instance, or GS5, or GS6, there is a step 1, 2, 3, up to 12, 1, 2, up to 12. So those are the things. And going from one GS to another GS government scale, some are automatic until you reach GS12. From 12 going up, that to go to 15, that is competitive wise. But going up is just you go automatically. After 52 weeks, 1 year, you are going to another stage. So it is easy to get to the federal jobs. So you can start with a state. Well, because you have green card, once you become a US citizen, so you have, let's say, 3-4 years of work experience, and you add that one to you are going to add with your education, you can go up. And to become a US citizen, you can go become a diplomat. Even this one, another video I'm going to put, number 3, is the Foreign Service Officer, FSO. How can you become a diplomat? How can you become a consular officer? Easy. There are different ways. There are different things you have to do. You have to take a certain exam. That's number 1. If you pass that exam and you're a US citizen, as long as you have high school education and 21 years old, you can become a diplomat. So all these are the things which we have to take immigrant. Personally, I don't like immigrant coming here and washing dishes for the rest of their life. You come here
for advancement, yes.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Sorry, I talked.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. We should not be aspiring for, the lower grades anymore. We should be aspiring for, better things,
Yes, you come here. Yes, you work at McDonald's, or you can work at Walmart, or you can work on it. Yes, it's okay to start with, but that is not your goal. A goal here, how can I become a senator? How can I become a director? How can I become a governor? If you are at the peak, even if you don't reach there, you end up here, which is good.
Yes. Yes.
But if you come here, okay, for me, these minimum dollar jobs, you get to 2,000, 3,000, life is over. You are not going anywhere.
Exactly. Exactly. And of course, what is the reason of leaving your country and going to, another country just to be who you were? You rather stay home.
Exactly. And the worst part of this country, if you come live the basic life, you might be stressed out, because in Africa, we are so happy despite being poor. Here you can have the money and be depressed. Because, for instance, I'm giving an example. From Sunday the other week to today, which is late night up to Sunday, I was out in front of my door once in the entire week just to go to get the mail from outside. And I recorded one video outside of my door. Apart from that, I've never been out. I've been inside, and I'm okay. At the beginning, it's really difficult to learn about it, staying inside the house. But at the moment, I can say for an entire month, I haven't gone even to the store, and I'm okay. That is depressed life. In Africa, you can go to the neighbor, you can eat fruits, you can just chill, whatever. So,
or your friends can come and you chill and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to know, yes, I have these kind of things, like, yes, I can get money, but at the same time, what other things can I use myself to go to become better? Because if you're not better, you are the same way you're in country. Why are you here?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. I also would like to ask the question about, the spouse, for example. I'm not the principal applicant. I'm the spouse. And I am also required to submit information about my education, about a host of other, issues. Even past residences I have stayed before and countries I have traveled to.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So is it mandatory that you include every country that you have traveled to, for example?
If you have lived in any country for more than 6 months, that's what you are including. If it was less than 6 months, you don't include.
Oh,
even if you include, you are not required to bring police certificate.
Okay.
If you went as a vacation for 2 months in another country, you don't need to put there, like, I lived there, because that is not living. Living, they consider after 6 months in American law. So that's why they need the police clearance if you have lived 6 months in the above. Below that, that is a vacation.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I thought I saw in one of the questions they were asking about the countries you've
traveled to any country.
Say, have you ever traveled to any country in the past regions within the last 5 years? That was why I asked the question.
Oh, yeah. There is that one you can put the countries of travel, but the biggest part is they want to know how long are you stayed there. So if it is 6 months and above, they will ask the police clearance. You must show that. If less than that, yeah.
All right.
There is no problem at all.
Okay. That's very good. That's very good. The other question is about the submission of the documents to the KCC.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. What normally are the required documentation for submission for both the principal applicant and the spouse?
So the documents for KCC and the documents for the visa are a little bit more than the documents for the KCC. First of all, don't submit the documents until they email you to submit the documents. Okay. Some people, they want, I'm excited, let me submit the documents. It's not your time yet. So when your time comes, they still, even today, I already, on the chat, someone sent me, my friend who is the winner submitted the documents 2 weeks ago, but the KCC didn't request them. So, but now they ask them after 2 weeks, what should I do? Should I submit? I say, yeah, that one doesn't count. They count when they ask you. It's just like showing up at the US Embassy. Can you interview me? Do you have the appointment? So the KCC, they require the following documentation for both the principal applicant and the spouse. The passport, the last page, you call it the bio page, the page which has the names, whatever. Some countries, that is the front page, but in the US, is the back page, whatever. So the bio page, biographic form, or the page which has the name, and also that one, that's number one. Birth certificate. Because you are married, they need a marriage certificate. Apart from the marriage certificate, they need a police clearance from all the countries you have lived for more than 6 months. If you have been to the prison, they need the prison documentation. Apart from that, also I mentioned the marriage certificate. So those are the ones they need. KCC doesn't do with the eligibility in terms of work experience or work experience and the education. That's not their job. That is the US Embassy. So for them, they don't require those documentations. So it's just those few documentation, you put them there. Then once to the interview, you take the same documents for the KCC, obviously with the passport photo, the photo they use in the visa. Then you need to have education and work experience documentations, and obviously you'll have the medical and their money.
You don't play with their money.
Yeah, no money. That's the first thing. Give us this cash. You don't give them the money, no interview.
Interesting. So, yes, I just a quick one. The question about my previous travel to the US. Do I need to take along my older passport where I had the visa? Because I had done.
If you have the old, you can go with it just in case. But they have the information. You came here, they have your information. Once you say you visit to America, when they do your fingerprint, they know you have been there.
Yeah.
You just have it, yeah. 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 So but there is no problem at all.
Okay. Thank you very much. You have been very, very helpful, and I like really talking to you. It is more relaxing and more reassuring, I must say. The conversation has really lifted our spirit and given us the assurance that this is something that is doable, and we look forward to coming to America to join you people.
Yeah, welcome home. This is a new home now, not Siera Leone, town. We'll be from the great state of Texas.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much. Madam would like to talk to you one more time.
Okay.
Yes. A lot of questions are waiting for you. A lot.
Yeah.
You can go through them. A lot of people want to ask a lot of questions.
Okay, so let's answer two, and then we can continue. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Dion Sigei, who has contributed super chat $5. I believe will be Kenyan because he started with his SASA, which is like now. So SASA EBM, I have a different situation. I'm a citizen and I'm in the military. Recently got my marriage documented, but I haven't met her in the last 2 years. Okay, so what is the, just wait. So, okay, just, yeah, so the question is, Dion. So, Dion, there is no problem. First of all, as someone who is in the military, I was so saluting, thank you for your service, first of all. Number one is after documenting your in the military part, it's very easier. Once you can do two things. The easy one, which is make it easier, you can just invite your wife to come to visit you, just for visiting, and you can process adjustment of status while he's here. Or the other way, you can just apply for green card direct while he's still in your country. And that means we come from the one with the visa is permanent resident direct through marriage. Yeah, so that will be no problem at all. Let me find the questions for you. Okay, this question we can answer. Saf, thanks for the live. Does the DS260 form cost anything? Or is it a free one to use it? How much did you pay to start filling the DS260?
I didn't pay anything. It's free of charge.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, it's free of charge. The payment is the day when you go to the interview at the US Embassy. And before you go to the interview, you have to do the medical. Yeah, so both those will be important. Okay, my case number is 25,000. Which month can it be on my interview? Anointed, are you in DV2022, DV2021? That is a different question. Let's see if you are DV2022. and your case number is 25,000, and you're in Africa, your interview will be around April 2022. Okay, let me find the questions for you. Okay, so Shiko answered. She's also in Dallas.
Yes,
so
I
you have
saw
a
it.
friend.
Yes.
I'll connect with her, and if she wants to do interview with you or she wants anything, I will let her know, and probably you can be live in her house and do. Do you have jollof over there? I mean, in your country, or jollof is also. So
yes,
let's go to this debate, because every West Africans praise their jollof is the better, the best compared to anyone.
Yes.
So if you rank the top 3, which one is number 1? Which one number 2? Which is number 3?
Senegal.
Okay. Then the second one?
Gambia.
The third one?
Siera Leone. Yes. Nothing compared to the Senegalese jollof, the Gambian jollof.
And the origin is it in Senegal, right?
Yes.
Or is Gambia?
Yes.
Senegal is I know that's the original owners of the okay.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah, that is the biggest thing in West Africa.
Jollof.
Yeah. Someone said, just wait. Is already. I think this is from Ghana. Ghana jollof.
I've tasted their jollof, please.
Yeah. So yeah, and then if Nigerian is here, we say Nigeria's jollof is the best too.
Nigeria is my second home. So.
Moses Ram. Our number is 2,000. Which month will you like to be interviewed? Are you in Africa? If you're in Africa, your interview will be in October, because case numbers 1 to almost 1,900 up to 2,000. Their interviews in October. Then November is going to 4,000, and then from there it's starting going up. How much can it cost for the medical on the coverage? And which month can I be interviewed? My case number is 2,000. DV2022 winner from Africa is from Uganda. First of all, the case number 2,000. If it's exactly less than 2,000, like 2,000 exactly, your interview will be in October. Or will be the first 2 weeks of November. As long as you feel you are DSC 260 sooner enough. That's number 1. Medical for adult will be at least 400, 450. We have a question for you. How many times have you applied the lottery until you become the winner?
Twice.
The luckiest person. Dion Sigay, thank you again for the super chat, $5. You have been amazing. If there is any way to contact you, direct help, I will appreciate. I will try the invite. Salute to you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so the easiest way, there are 2 ways. If you are on Instagram, you can go, that's usually by email. Okay, so let me do this way. Okay, let me. On Instagram is easier because let me give you that's okay. So I have 2 Instagram accounts. Use the first one, EBM signature is the one I check very frequently than the EBM scholars. That's number 1. But the other way you can be able to do, send me the email on EBM scholars, because we are already in the US. EBM scholars at outlook.com. I will give you my number and then we can talk. So let me go to. So that is my EBM scholars at outlook.com. You can email me there, and then I can be able to give you my phone number, and then we can talk. That will be easy way. Okay. Where are you from? I can see she's so happy.
I'm from Siera Leone. C901. I'm from Siera Leone.
Okay. Winner is so excited. She's trying to hide her smile.
I'm smiling all through.
Okay. Okay. So I'm in Fiji. Moses, you are in Fiji. Okay. So in Fiji, your interview will be even still with that number. You'll be very late. Will be by December, because case number for other Africa usually they go far, but Fiji will be end of November or December. So okay. C901 is from Ghana, but now is in the United States as a student, international student. And today I made the video, which is already is finishing uploading, about the student visa.
Someone is asking a question. You can please check out WrestleMania.
WrestleMania TV.
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask, if I win the lottery and don't have any work experience, can I still have the visa? It depends with your education. If your education is minimum high school and above, yes. There are things we cannot say on the TV. You're African. How can you not get work experience in Africa? Everything is impossible. I don't say anything on the TV or on the YouTube, but you know what I mean. WrestleMania, you're in Africa. First of all, you are a YouTuber. That is work experience. Yes, it's not that great work experience, but go and volunteer at your local church, your local school, whatever. Get a good work experience. Get a good recommendation letter from the people.
Yes. Can I please ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. My case. Before I got married in 2018, and my passport was issued in 2017. So I didn't apply with my husband's name, which is the Davis. I did the Khalil, which is in my passport, and my passport will expire 2022 in December. So I want to know, can I wait for the passport to expire, or can I renew my passport? I just want to know that.
Okay. Number one, there is no any regulation that the wife must use the husband's name. Start with that one. That is, US Embassy doesn't care. But if you change now, they have no problem with that. As long as you come with a document to show that you have changed the name, now you are using this name. So the passport, the visa will be on the newer passport. They have no problem. But if you come with a current passport, arrive in America, and you decided like, okay, I need to change my name, you can go and change your name. You can have the new social with a different name. You can have ID with the name you want. They have no problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So the choice is yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What will prove you are married is the marriage certificate. It's not the name you are carrying.
Okay. Okay. And then the other thing, I've asked you before, and I'll ask you again for the benefit of the public.
No, this is person was responding like, yeah, was answering that it's either work experience of 2 years or high school. It was just, yeah.
Yes. So what I want to ask again for the benefit of the public, if you're unable to take the degree, let me just show. That's my husband's, like the degree. If you're unable to take this, and you have the original transcript, you have the statement of result and an attestation that, okay, you completed this course from this year to this year, is it acceptable?
Yes, it's acceptable. The one you showed me, that is what you call like a university certificate, right?
Yeah. Yes.
In America, we don't use the only certificate. We say the only diploma. That's the funny part. In Africa, diploma is a level of education. In America, diploma is a level of education. Diploma means a certificate. So that means they said you have been awarded a bachelor degree, a master's degree in, or you have been awarded the high school level of education. That one, that is called a diploma.
Okay.
Is the transcript, which in our English language is certificate.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. What can happen to someone who has used the drugs can be denied? It depends on the nature of the, if you've been caught and the crime, whatever, all those kind of things will come on the criminal record. And there is on the visa refusal, there is even extent depending on what type, how did you use. Even in the US, I'm giving an example. There are different crimes. If you use yourself, or did you cross the border from one state to another? That's the different kind of so they call it intent of dispute if you're going to another state with it. So it depends on all those kind of things and the nature of the charges if you have any type of charges. Okay. Okay, there are so many questions coming up.
So many.
Okay, let me start from up, whatever. Case number 29,900. Do I expect interview in October? No, your interview will be in November, not October. October is up to 2,000. I'm from Sudan. We learn a lot of things from this channel. My friend won DV2022. When and how can he feel the DS260? Many thanks for your usual EBM. Number one, I usually tell people there is no exact time when you need to feel, but the earlier the better. And also it depends on your case number. So for instance, someone said the case number is 2,900. So obviously, if you feel sooner, your interview will be November. But if you feel in December, your interview you added 2-3 months after that. So, but if your interview, I mean, your case number is 30,000, even if you put your form in September, there is no problem. But if you have all the documents, there is no problem. Another person, 19,000, 14,000 is case number, is from Africa. That is still a very good case number. You can get that one by February, very late by March. Okay. Is it okay to enroll Morrison lawsuit for the DV2021? For me, I would ask you have nothing to lose, better to just to get in, and especially if your case number is a little bit high. This year has been unusual because of the delay, so it's okay to join. How can I fill the DS260 with a child? First of all, is that child, when you apply for the DV lottery, you must have that child is your child. And not your child, take your neighbor's child to say is your child. No, you are biological or a stepchild or adopted by legal documentation. You have that one, and you put the information of the child and whatever. But if you want to come with the child in America, there is at the right-hand corner, after filling your principal applicant, even for you, when you fill your information, you go to add, they call add derivative. That means add your dependent. On the right-hand corner of the DSPC, when you fill, they say add derivative. If you click that one, it gives you another form. So to be principal, then it will be derivative one. So derivative one, if it's the husband, you put there. If it's a child, you put there. That means also this one will get the visa and this one will get the visa. Okay, it is almost 3 a.m. here already.
Mr. IBM, can you please just explain a little who is a child for the viewers?
Okay, so the child is any person, first of all, is supposed to be unmarried under the age of 21. That's number one. Number two, can be your biological child or a stepchild. If I get married to a person, that person is a child, but that child is under the age of 21, you can claim that child to add the child, or if you have adopted the child. But adoption is not paying for school fees, and then you say, that is my child. No. By the court of law, that is your child. Then you can add those one. But if, let's say, your child is above the age of 21, above the age of 20, you come to America as a green card holder, you become an American citizen. There is a way American citizen can apply for the green card of the child who is above the age of 21. but it will take longer waiting time. Instead of getting within a year, it can take maybe 4 or 5 years, the person to be given the visa. So there is that one. Oh, someone has a case number 409 from Uganda.
Mm-hmm.
That will be the first week of interview.
I saw it.
Arzani say, I'm from Turkey, Mr. EBM. I finished my application. I forgot email and I submit it. Is that a problem, sir? What do you mean, like you submitted the DS260, or what application are you talking about? If it is DS260, you submitted and you forgot your email, you can ask the DSC, the KCC, to unlock, and you can go and be able to to change. Okay. My case number is 30,000. Interview will be around March. Okay, there are so many questions, people.
So many.
I'll be live later today because I have to sleep. Because now, if you check the time, it is 2:58, almost 3 a.m. now. So if I go to sleep now, I'll have to wake up at 6:30 to wake up my child getting ready for school. And then at noon of my time, so it will be 4, 5, 6, and then 6 hours from there. So 9 hours from now, I'll be live. That will be answering all the questions.
Okay. Mr. IBM,
yeah, so the person is still having difficulty to check the questions. Just turn off your phone, turn on your phone, and use different browser, either Chrome. If it doesn't work, use Explorer. You change that one.
Yes, the last but not the last. I think let's do the last, and then later I'll continue. What are the questions like the day for the interview? What should people expect? Like questions asked.
So you want to know the question they're asking. There is a video I made. I said lottery interview is the easiest visa interview you will ever experience in the experience of the visa interview. And I'm saying that way because I made another video today. Tonight I made so many videos. I was going like crazy. And in that video, there is something is called proof of the evidence of the non-immigrant to prove that you'll be going back to your home country. So there is something people do not know: the difference between immigrant visa and non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrant visa, I don't know where I put this piece of paper, but non-immigrant visa is the visa like a student visa, is the visa like tourist, you're coming for business, whatever. That visa, you have to convince the consular officer that I'll be going back to my home country. After studying, I'm going back. After visiting, I'm going back home. But green card, lottery, you are coming to be permanent of America. So if they ask a question, do you like America? Man, America is my dream. You can say that. But if you're going as a student, you cannot say America is a student. And by doing that, let me play with this.
Oh,
Someone was asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This person is from Nigeria.
If you travel out of Nigeria, what will you miss about Nigeria? I will miss my flight to come back.
So, Nigeria, one of a kind.
When you win the DV lottery, yes, they'll never ask you a question. Will you come back to your home country? Show me the ties that you like your country. No. You are coming to America to stay is permanent. And if you want to go out of America, then you have to get permission if you want to stay longer than 6 months to a year. Because you're coming to be permanent of America. So most of the questions people are having which are difficult are the questions as if you're coming as a tourist. Show me the bank statement. Show me that you assets you have. Show me this. Prove that when you finish studies, you'll come here. Prove to me that when you go there, you will not like America much, whatever. But this one, questions will be like this one. Oh, first of all, how are you? I'm doing good. Congratulations. You are the lucky one to win the green card lottery. They can ask, how many times did you apply? Oh, this is my second time. Okay, so already you have given the documents. When you arrive there, they have the documents. You give to them, you pay their money. They have all the documents. And then they'll take a photocopy, whatever, and then they'll give you back your original. So they'll ask a question like, okay,
Yes, sorry.
So they'll ask the question like, I'm giving example, like, so what is your, are you married? Yes, I'm married. This is my husband. Show us the marriage certificate. They know you have the marriage certificate because they've seen, so we show the original. This one is here. Okay, how long have you been married? I guess, yeah. Oh, I've been married maybe 4 or 5 years, whatever years you have been. Okay. Okay, so what is your level of education? My level of education, I have a degree. Can you prove to us you have a degree? Oh, these are my documentation, you give to them. Okay, so what do you do for a living right now? Oh, my husband is doing this and this, and for myself, I'm doing business, and this is what I'm doing. Okay. They might ask you for, just if you have any documentation for work experience, but already you have a degree, that is not a big deal for them. You see, up to that. So which state are you going to stay? Oh, are we going to be staying in Dallas, in Texas? Okay, so who is going? Are you going to have direct with an apartment, or are you going to have a host? Is host. How do you know the person? Oh, it's my relative, or my brother, my sister, my nephew, whatever. Okay, so what do they do over there? Oh, they work in school, or they work with whatever. Kind of that, like you are not going to be into the crime area. Like they want to know what you know about them, so that because some people can be taken advantage, you can come here, they can put in a bad situation. So they want to know, like, you know, the person you are going to. So apart from that, they can ask you, what do you plan to do in America? That question I usually tell people, unless otherwise you say something so crazy, like I want to be going there maybe to destroy America. That is, they don't. You go to the US Embassy, you have the T-shirt of American flag, someone is banning it. You will not be given the visa of that particular area. But if you go there, what do you want to do? So I'm planning to maybe go back to school. I plan to do business. Any answer is the correct answer. So I want to become governor one day. They don't care.
It's your dream.
It's your dream. But as long as it's crime related, you're okay. You can say, I want to become a painter. I want to become a plumber. It's okay. Because some people, they say, if I want to become a banker, in America, any job you are doing will give you money. I do not know yet, because what I studied, I think I might change. I want to become a doctor. I will start again to become a doctor. They have no problem with that.
Okay. There's a part in the
1 week or 2 weeks, they will give you the visa, go home, whatever.
There's a part in the DS-260 form where they state, just 1 second before you go. Really? What is it? Okay, sorry. Is this my husband?
Yes.
There's a part in the DS-60 form where they ask you what type of work will you be doing in the America, and the list of the things, I don't know, the government, business. I think you can choose anyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So only they say that way. Sometimes you might, the job you want to do is not listed as a job. It can be, I'm giving an example, like education, kind of that. So don't you stress it too much. What I want to do is not there. If they say enforcement, you can be a police, you can be in the military, whatever. So it doesn't, as long, because they want to have the idea that you are not just coming to America to become a homeless. That's what they put. Like, you have a vision, like, okay, I'll be going there, I'll be a good citizen, doing good things. Well, I'll be there.
Okay. But you can add, like, you can put like a social worker.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Those social workers, they get low pay here in America, just for your information.
Because I did sociology.
Yeah. No, you can say I'm going to do social work, to become a social worker, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. IBM, thank you so much. It's
Okay,
been
so I have
great.
to tell people we have to end now. I know we have so many questions. I've not been able to do these questions. What I will do, I will go through these kind of questions. And what I usually do, I have to take some of the pictures of these questions and then go ahead and go ahead and respond to them. So let me take a screenshot of these pictures. I mean, these questions, and I'm going to respond to all of your questions. One last thing I want to tell people is, if you applied and you have won, congratulations, but that should not stop you to apply for the DV2023 in October, especially if you haven't got the visa yet. And also, if you didn't apply, please apply. If you didn't win, apply again each year until you win.
Mr. IBM, thank you so much. God bless
Thank you
you.
so much, and goodbye.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. IBM.
Bye-bye.
Bye.